We need an Ugin. 2 tears does it. Nice. Wow, so lucky. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. We're playing Temur Ramp, Lotus Cobra, Genesis Ultimatum, Ugin, you know what it is. Today's video is brought to you by Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant, the best tracker for the game. Metagame overviews, deck write-ups, deck videos, everything you could want and more within that. That will be available to download within the Overwolf link in the description below. And of course, everything else you'll need throughout the video will be available in the Linktree link right beside that. We're going to talk about the deck list, then we're going to break down the gameplay footage and come full circle with our closing thoughts. So let's get right into it. We have 4 copies of Lotus Cobra. This is a 2/1 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. This is amazing. It's going to help us ramp even harder to those big spells that we want to drop, like Ugin, like Genesis Ultimatum. The great thing about this is Fabled Passage comes in as a land, can sacrifice to bring in another land to double trigger your Lotus Cobra. Shatterskull Smashing and Shatterskull Hammer Pass. The Hammer Pass is the land coming in tapped unless we pay 3 life, adding a red to our pool. The smashing costs 2 plus X, dealing X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, smashing deals twice X damage divided as you choose among those creatures and or planeswalkers instead. 4 copies of Llanowar Visionary. This is our first 3-drop, a 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. It also can help us ramp by adding 1 green to our pool. 4 copies of Cultivate, one of the better cards within the deck to help us ramp. Sorcery Speed, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 into the battlefield tapped and the other in your hand, shuffle your library. So you're being able to play 2 lands that turn, right? And now this is better, in my opinion, than the Visionary, because the Visionary can be removed, whereas the Cultivate is not being removed. They both are prone to counters, so that's not really part of the equation. But Llanowar Visionary, for example, can be stepped on by Bonecrusher Giant, and now that ramp is gone, where you could have spent that 3 mana to your Cultivate, hit that extra land this turn, and had 1 for next turn, so be aware of that. Bonecrusher Giant times 4. This has Stomp at instant speed for 2 as the adventure. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. The Giant's a 4/3, and whenever it becomes the target of a spell, Bonecrusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. Our single and only 4-drop is Myriad Construct, a 4/4, kicker for 3, total for 7. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each non-basic land your opponent controls. When it becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it and create that number of 1/1 colorless artifact creature tokens equal to its power. So, you know, organically it's going to come out as 4. It's going to deal 4 damage through your terror. It gets targeted. It's going to make, at the very minimum, 4 1/1s. That's 4 more damage that you get to choose to go anywhere. And then you can kick it for 7 to add a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the number of non-basic lands your opponents had. So it could come out as a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10. And then, you know, just how great that is. And we talked about Terror of the Peaks. If you're non-familiar, it's a 5/4 flying, and when a spell targets Terror of the Peaks, they have to pay 3 life to cast that spell, which is pretty cool. And then whenever another non-target creature, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. And that's a stackable ability. These are non-legendaries. Moving into our 7-drops, we have 4 copies of Beanstalk Giant. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Fertile Footsteps for 3 at sorcery speed. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield and shuffle your library. It's half as good as Cultivate, but you also get the creature on the back end, right? 2 copies of Turntimber Symbiosis for 7. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put a creature card from among them into the battlefield. If that card has converted mana cost 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. And the Turntimber Serpentine Wood, the Bolt MDFC, coming in tapped unless we pay 3 life, adding a green source to our pool. 4 copies of Genesis Ultimatum for 7 sorcery speed. Looking at the top 5 cards of our library, putting any number of permanent cards from among them into the battlefield and the rest in our hand. We exile the Ultimatum once it's been cast. And of course, I believe we have 4 copies of Ugin the Spirit Dragon, 7 loyalty when they enter the battlefield. This is a legendary, so 1 copy in at a time, +2, dealing 3 damage to any target, -X, exiling each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors, so not exiling, colorless. And then -10, you gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand into the battlefield. These spells are accompanied by 4 Fabled Passages, 4 Ketria Triomes, 3 Cragcrown and Timbercrown Pathways, 3 Riverglide and Glide Pathways, 4 forests, 2 mountains, and 3 islands. We are playing traditional today, so we have the sideboard incorporated 3 copies of Chainweb Aracnir. This is a 1/2 with reach. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to any target creature with flying that an opponent controls. This is pretty cool, especially when you combine it with Terror of the Peaks, because you'll deal twice that damage, basically, right? You know, anti-rogue card here. If you're playing against rogues, put this in. It has escape for 5, +4 cards from your graveyard. It escapes with 3 +1/+1 counters on it, and then of course the enter the battlefield effect re-triggers, and it will be a 4/5, so you get to basically take out any flyer at that point. 2 copies of Negate, instant speed for 2, counter target non-creature spell. You know, any other Genesis Ultimatum, other Ugins, you know, any big spells that you can't handle, you want to negate them. Even in Embercleave, possibly, right? 3 copies of Scavenging Ooze, 2/2, pay 1. Exile target card from graveyard. If it's a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and you gain 1 life. This is good against anything with escape, Croxa, stuff like this, right? 3 copies of Mystical Dispute, instant speed for 3, 2 less to cast if it targets another blue spell, counter target spell unless its controller pays 3, you know, against the rogues, against some counter magic, this could be great. 4 copies of Elder Gargaroth, 6/6 vigilance, reach, trample. Whenever it attacks or blocks, choose 1, create a 3/3 green beast, you gain 3 life, draw a card. This is great against aggro decks, right? It's a 6/6, it's a little stronger than Tear, plus it can help you gain life, gain more blockers, and draw cards, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's the deck list. Overall strategies and synergies, we already talked about it. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Your main objective is to hit Genesis Ultimatum, so make sure you're pre-planning your land. You need 2 forests, 3 islands, and 2 mountains. You don't want to hit 7 and have the wrong land and have to play it on turn 8. You want to be always playing it on turn 7. The islands are the hardest thing to get. Llanowar Elf adds, you know, a forest to the pool, and Lotus Cobra can smooth everything over. And we also have the Triomes to smooth everything over, and you know, the Fabled Passage should help with that as well. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just the one thing that you want to be aware of. Obviously, you do want to stack your double red before you go triple green, so you activate your Terror of the Peaks on turn if you pull it organically. That's all there is to the deck, you guys. As far as sideboarding goes, we already touched on that. Take out what was bad, what didn't work, and put in what had better value, what will work. For example, if your Bonecrusher Giant's not doing it for you against the Flyers, you could grab your Chainweb Aracnir and Gargaroth per chance. So, thanks for watching. If you found any value, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, you know, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have a 500,000 gem giveaway, free entry cash prize monthly brawl and artisan tournaments. Don't miss out on it. Join the Discord to familiarize yourself with all of the stipulations there. We'll talk to you in a few minutes with some once-in-a-lifetime news that you guys cannot miss out on if you're a Magic the Gathering arena player. We'll talk to you in a few minutes with our closing thoughts. Enjoy the gameplay footage. Oakley dokley. We're going 10-0 today. Oh, this hand. It'll get there here. Let's toss the construct. That's something that we want to play with the ultimatum. At this point, the opponent's just like, shit. We need 3 blue sources, 2 red sources, and 2 green. Too much. Okay. I'll say the passage for Cobra play. And just like that, we have no more land in our deck. It's silly. How many lands can you play a turn? How many lands do you want to play a turn? 3, 4, 5? I'm just kidding. It's not that many, but it could be. It very well could be. Yorion's not bouncing shit. No counter magic, huh? Let's let her rip. Uh-oh, game over. Right? Is this even fun? -5. Why, Yorion? I get a token. Yes, I do, baby. Yes, I do. Is there still basics? Let's thin our library, get these few last basic lands out of there. Right? We don't want to be drawing those. Ugh. Couple of tears to toss down. Powerful plays. Non-legendary terror, you know what I mean? Play as many copies of those as you want. Well, not as many, 4 of them, but enough. 4 tears. You'd have to have like 200 life. I wish there was weird off-brand challenges within Arena, like defeat your opponent in 3 turns and they had like 500 life or something, right? Like the old Duelist games used to have those weird challenges. Ah, man, that would be fun. If we got like cool new challenges every week that just like built into like libraries and chapters. You could hire me, Wizards. I'll do it for you. I'd love it. All right, we don't need to care about anything because we're playing Temur Ramp. What is this? Selesnya shenanigans? Big sideboard plays here. What's happening to my green screen? Right? It's having a little bit of a fit. The new GTX 3080s have a artificial green screen. You don't even have to have a green screen. Very cool. We don't need 2 Ugins. Get out of here. We don't need this either. Eight or 5. We'll pull more Ugins, right? It's not like we have 4 of them in the deck. We can't get rid of this guy. You know what I mean? Blue Eyes White Dragon here just keeps showing up. Well, isn't that something? That's the first time I've dropped Cobra on turn 2 in a while, since opening day. At a certain point as a content creator, you feel bad. It's like, I can't be playing this card over and over, like. But it seems like people are maybe getting better at dealing with it. And that screwed us. That screwed us, man. So let's not be greedy with the Cobra anymore. Let's just be smart just with our land base. Do it artificially. That's why Cultivate's so great. Yup. Kind of catch up for those missed lands there. We're sitting on 5, 6, 7. Next turn, turn 8, the turn after, and then it's just like, I hope you killed us. And that's with them wiling out on us. I kind of want to, but at the same time, we learned our lesson. We learned our lesson. Don't do it, just go for it. Alright, we need a red source and a third blue source. Draw a card, add mana for next turn as well. We now have 7. Llanowar is 8. We could have went Beanstalk Giant and guaranteed the 8, which we should have. We could top deck 1 though. And our opponent has just played for 5 with 3 lands. Bouncing the wolf to kill my visionary. Nice. That's going to be the play that makes it. We need to top deck a land. That's good. We should have played that Beanstalk Giant. We just talked about it. We can pay life, I guess, for land. I think we will. Right? Nope, don't have to. 5 again. Just like Ugin's -5 adventure. That's what it should be called. This has got to be the easiest way to climb rank in Mythic Gathering Arena. Mythic Gathering Arena? See, I can't... Stop it! Magic the Gathering. Oh, fuck. That's too much. Mythic Gathering, or Ugin's Mythic Gathering. I kind of want to just play Gargaroth, but it's just... Snag. Let's keep it. Let's play it. I don't even know. Let's play it. Screw it. It's all about land in play, baby. Ugin can be beat, but you gotta be set up for it. They do have an ECD. They choose to take the Terror. That's cool because we top decked another Ugin. Blasto. Here's another. And here's 6 damage. Oh my gosh. It takes 0 skill to play this deck. I'm saying it. I'm coming out and saying it. Play a couple Cultivates. Play your Ugin. -5. Play whatever else you have. Like... Sorry, bro. Alright, welcome to Ugin's point and click adventure. Well, that won't get us there. This will. Let's toss Terror. Coming in nice and slow. Again, we need 2 mountains, 3 islands, and 2 forests. That's your first and foremost goal. Even if you're just playing to Ugin, that's what you go for. So we have 3 forests here, not good. Just stops the savior from attacking. It's either that or the savior dies to protect the Hushbringer. Oh, nice. I guess that's what we should have done. Interesting. Ugin, we need a Cultivate or 2. Luckily, they're only outputting 2 damage a turn. Right? That's good. Let's thin our library. Even though we could save it for a Cobra, and now that I've said that out loud, we'll get burned by it. We will. We will. We need more islands, so let's focus our efforts there. Watch us top deck a Cobra, and we played our passage. Oh! Ow! Like, what's Murphy's Law? I was gonna say, that's Newton's 7th law. Okay, we got a little haste. Goes on the life gain. Interesting. This is actually a rough field. It's becoming more than I want to deal with. Let's ramp. Oh, man. We should have saved that passage because then we could have played our terror. The little misplays, right? So we're learning to, even though we know which land we need to set up, take your time to set it up because the way you get there could be a little bit different, right? There's no reason that we're not have already had terror in play, shutting down the attacks here, right? Big ouchies. We're sitting at 5. We need to top deck a mountain just to survive. And even then, I think it's just probably game. Little itty bitty mistakes there, right? Oh, it's the right land, but it's slow. We could cycle it and try to pull the right land, but then we can't play the terror, so let's just cry. Without ramp, you can't get it if you come up against an aggro deck, right? This is the only thing. Okay, let's back out. It's been lethal this whole time. LOL. Mono white. Huh? Little mono white skis. I like to gain life. But, I mean, it becomes a thing. It's like, you may as well just ramp. I think that was our sideboard play last time, right? We like lose 1 construct, take 1 Gargaroth in. What do you do though, right? Like, I could take more Gargaroths and just lose the terrors in general. That's probably the play there. Now that we decipher it a little bit further. This is our first couple matches with the deck, right? Like, this is a learning experience. I try to do that for the audience that we do have. It's beginner, free to play. You know, how to get into Magic the Gathering Arena, right? I'm not the best player. I may hit Mythic always, but I'm definitely not Croakies or anything, right? So I think that would have been the play within the deck. And, you know, fortunately for you guys, we do not have any... That's not fortunate for you guys that we don't have ramp, but we do our deck tags at the end after all of our gameplay footage. So, you know, you get a better idea of everything, how it is supposed to work, because now I've played it for an hour or two, right? I can break it down in depth. Shatterskull can pick these up. This could be a red already. But how many skulls do we want to use smashing? A few? Right, because we could kill the brute with a smashing next turn. And as long as we don't brick, right? We don't want to... Oh, indestructible, nice. Sorcery speed too. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's hit it. This could come back to bite us. It's not good to pay 3 to deal 1. You want to be paying 4 to deal 2 at the very least. But the Howlblade can attack, and you know, it's a sorcery spell, so we can't do it before they attack. So it would survive. Ugh, now the savior. Gross. We need this Gargaroth in play. I'm sure there's exile for this, but we have to take the risk. Pulling. Okay. The Hollow Blades hit for a lot of damage here. The Skyclave has first strike, which can kill Gargaroth. Do we go Terror and then Gargaroth on top? I think we block here. We drop 5. We have no need for 6. Down to 12. Being greedy by playing the Terror first could burn us. They need an exile on it. We're still taking 8 damage. That's something to consider. That's, yeah, oof. Wow. And that's without a Skyclave. If there's a Skyclave, they have lethal. Alsad's not bad. They could hit for 9 potentially. Wow. Yikes. Alside could have been sacked to give Luminarch Aspirant protection for an additional damage, but still would have been 3 away. Right? I don't know. Feels weird. Yeah, it's protection from red. No attacks, we have to play defensively. Even if we lose our creatures, we have to stop these attacks. They can't kill Gargaroth without a Skyclave. Ah! So much for Ugin's point and click adventure. Sitting at 6, we played a 7. Definitely should have given that to the flyer. Well, I guess it survives anyways. We have to count on our ultimatum. Nope. We still get a chance to grab one off the top. We have 6 land. We can pay for it. Oh no, our land's not right. We're missing a forest or a island, one of those. They can't give it indestructible. And we have 6. We can cast this for 4. Shit. I wish we could cast it for 6. And they just Skyclave this after, so it doesn't matter. Woof. All right, we learned a little bit, and I think it's gonna pay off right here, right? We are playing Ugin's point-and-click adventure, and we know that we need 2 forests, 3 islands, 2 mountains. We want to hit the mountains on 5 for the terror. We need them not to touch our Cobra with the dumb wolf, right? Don't you wolf us! Oh, big time. Oh, no, no wolf, just Primal Might. Whatever. Not great. We still have ramp, which is good. Let's take a secondary mountain. That way, if we pull a land off the top... Oh, no, we should have pulled something else because we have Smashing. I always forget Smashing's a land. Maybe we'll smash some stuff out. Cobra in play again. That's awesome. It does eat our land in a bad way, though. But if we go to 3 and 4, we don't need 4, so let's just go to 3. Enters tabs, add a forest. And then we go back up to 1. A secondary forest we need. We need lots of islands as well. Hopefully the Cobra solves some of that riddle for us a little later on. Castle Garenbrag. Into a Troll King. Sploosh. No blocks. And we didn't pull land, which is about the saddest thing. We could try to pull it here. We would play to 4. It could be 5. Let's be greedy. It's about the draw. Oh, it's a passage. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. So we have 3. This will go to 4. We play it for 5. We go to 6. So it doesn't really matter what we take. We're just playing our terror. Let's grab that secondary forest. No attacks. The Troll King's kind of annoying. Vigilance, Trample, 6/7. Like, that's a big body. You know, we're 7. We just need a land to pull 8. They go over to Terror, which is not a bad play. That's good, right? Grabs Indestructible. Taps itself with Summoning Sickness. Oof. Food in the house. This is our 8th land here, actually. So that's great. Trample hits through anyways. Ugin wipes the field. We've got a, what is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is that correct? Yes. -6. Typically, Ugin's hitting up the -5, but that Troll King's pushing it. Green doesn't have typically haste, so we should be okay. Ooh, there's a little bit of white and black in the mix here. Switching it to Abzan Saltrak. Uh-oh. Man, we need another island, hey? We may as well, right? Get rid of these foods. It goes up, but it's a 7/7, bud. Looking for an island. Okay. They get to pull anything they want from their library. It's 3 or less. It comes in with an additional 3 +1/+1 counters on it. It's a good card. I like this. They pull a goose? What? Interesting. Getting rid of all their food here, right? That's good for us. We can still kill the goose. What creature would we want to pull? Our construct? We're not kicking it though. We could pull a terror. One island, please. You're gonna have to make the food instant speed. That goose just tapped though, so it can't make a food once it's tapped. Maybe not how I would want about that. It's fine though. Here is the land that we've been looking for. There we go. I mean, we just need to basically chump block. We're gonna take 3, we go to 4, so. Let's just send it in the air. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so we may as well, I think. We could have killed the goose there. My bad. Right? 3 from Ugin, 2 from the Bonecrusher Giant. Whatever, man. Little misplays. The Lovestruck Beast can't attack. We're at 4, only taking 3 damage. So Ugin stays alive. Garen Break, Troll King, whatever. Finally, here's our ultimatum. A little bit behind schedule. The tear into Beanstalk Giant's great. You know, we kill this, they can just return it, right? Should we just go home, probably? 8 damage there. Some more damage here. And we could pay 3 life. We can't play anything for 2 though, so that doesn't really work. I think we'll be okay. A little bit weird, but it's working out. Trail of Comes is really good, especially right now, and to pull a Kolga with it, stop it. Big woofs, algorithm. Alright, we're taking it into another match here. We did such a poor job ramping there. Mono green food, indestructible wolf, fight effect. Hair's pretty good though. We could take our Aracnir for the goose, but I think we're better. Just hit him with the terror. We want to use this construct in lieu with our terror, right? To kick it for 7, but kill the goose is probably our prime directive here because it creates the food. for the wolf, but we seen they've got the Troll King and stuff too, so no green source here. Shit. Keeping 6, we have Cobra. Let's toss Ugin, keep the ultimatum. Oh man, you know that wolf's gonna be there. We won the first match, we can afford to be greedy. Okay, Mammoth, that's good. This is good. This is good. This takes us to 4. We don't really have anything to play for 4, which sucks. But we could go 1, 2, 3. Double red for terror. And a red here for our stomp, which we should save for the goose. Or we just block up the field. Just jump block. Oh, it's the wolf on top. Nice. We have the worst hand ever. Shit. Wow, it's a lot of damage. Playing first. We've got Cultivate, baby. We've got to Cultivate. Woohoo! Watch us play a Cobra and pull this passage right away. They would remove our Cobra anyways, so whatever. Pulling a red source. Triome's nice. We're into a Cultivate. Pulling a blue source or 2. The Cage Crown comes in as just that, the Cage Crown. Okay, this is good, this is good. This is exactly what we want. Gargaroth on curve, right? Shuts down their objectives. Thank you. Don't you dare Primal Might me. This is gonna be a huge hit if they have a Primal Might. Oh my god, they do. We're gonna hit for 10. Okay, 9. Holy. We're sitting on 5. Nice. That Primal Might was nasty. The Wicked Wolf's good too. Shit. I was so hyped for Ugin's point and click adventure that I'm not prepared for this. I mean, it's there. It's just a matter of executing it again and again and again. Lethal next turn, and we're not dropping Ugin. This is only 7. Right? Good game. Woof. There's no way this hand doesn't work. 2 copies of Cultivate, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Should be a easy land drop for them. What? They just paid 3 life for fun. They just paid 6 life. It'd be cool if we could stop this. Wow. I mean, they're ramping too, really nicely. Cobra 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Of course we just passage anyway, it's just automatically. We go to 2 where we're not using any of it. Oh, 3 actually, sorry. Still. Playing our islands or our mountain, either or, because we have a Triome to activate our Genesis on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. We lose our Cobra. That Wicked Wolf's making a comeback, I tell you what. I think we've seen it in every match today, I want to say. Oh, stop it. That is a full pickup. Woo. Just cleaning house, eh? That's what it's supposed to be like when it goes good. ECD on our Ugin. Okay.
My research has concluded.
Ha! Oh, not quite as good of a pickup, but we get a few things. Big hits. Good game. Alright, sideboarding against Selesnya Control. I kind of like Terror for that. I mean, we could be shutting down their ECD at a certain point, but why rely on it? Let's just roll out. We got this. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. We have new videos every single morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Central, and we're also on Twitch basically every single day of our lives, or most of the day. Welcome to the days of our lives. Right? Man, my mom used to watch that every single day when I was a kid. Well, I mean, we got our Bean Daddy, and that's gonna get us there in a hurry. No cultivates, but we still have our ultimatum. The containment priest is what they need to be sideboarding against us. Yeah, but I guess they do have access to white, right? We're gonna need to keep that in mind. Hold up our Bonecrusher Giant. Right, Stomp can smash that. And we're gonna need to not cast our ultimatum until we have 9 and use our Stomp once they flash it in. All right, kids? Or we just do it right now, I feel like. Get out of here, Goose. We'll get another one by the time, because if we're not casting it till turn 9, we got some time, you know what I mean? Why just let that Goose go crazy for 8 turns? Two Ugins, an ultimatum. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. I love the cultivates, baby. Take a blue, and we'll take a red. Blue can enter, red in hand. Red enters next. Takes us to 2. And, what, 6 total? Next turn we hit 7 with our giant. Or another cultivate. We need a third blue. Blue enters. Forest comes in untapped after. And we hit the Bean Daddy up. For our second last basic land. So now we just need our Stomp again. We're sitting on 9. Looking for a Stomp. The Beanstalk Giant as a 10/10 is just like something you actually have to deal with, right? So we're pulling an Elspeth Conquers Death at the very least, which saves Ugin. Because you cannot get hit for 10. Yeah, okay. ECG's got nothing to bring back. Now they're tapped. And we can go in with the Hida. Right, there's no priest. Oh, 2 tears too. So playing around their sideboard play. There's, what, 20 damage there? And we draw. Oh, 15. So much. There's our last little bit. Woo! Alrighty. Top 1500 player. Cultivate in hand, let go. Taking it nice and slow into the Cultivate. So much mono green. Hey you, what's up girl? They're playing slow, that's good for us. Ooh, 2 Love Strike Piece. That's actually bad for us, though. Always hard ramp over soft ramp. Creatures can be removed. Cultivate needs to be countered. Terror can hit next turn for 5, or we can keep ramping. I think we just keep ramping. We'll play our Triome here. We could have played our Visionary, I guess. I just like the hard ramp. Big hit here. Probably should have got our Visionary in there, so they were forced to remove it. Meh. 7 damage. Oh my god, that's just a good game. Wow. I don't know how to remove that next turn. Right, this has to be a massive ultimatum drop. We need an Ugin. 2 tears does it. Nice. Wow, so lucky. Alright, they have no haste. 3rd tear is going to be just too much. They could have haste, but we've got a lot of defense, right? That was close. They almost had us with that cleave. Big woofs. Gruel Adventure. I've been taking those negates for the cleave. Our opponent plays first. The Gargaroths maybe would have been good against it too, but I feel like that tear saved us. And the Gargaroths maybe wouldn't have. That's a hard call, man. If they aggro us out too quickly, we'll take some Gargaroth. I think it's pretty easy to pick to play first. I mean, we have our Negate, we have our Cobra, we have our Cultivate. Yikes. No mana to play our Negate. It's coming tapped with our Smashing. If they don't play anything, that's gonna suck. Okay, here's the Elemental. You can survive, Cobra. I believe in you. I think we're going to Cultivate next, right? Oh, it could be a big hit. Shoot, they do pull it out. There's no Cultivate next turn, it's the turn after. Or there's no Embercleave, I mean. We have to hold up 2 mana, which gives us access to 3, which will be our Visionary. Wow, that passage sucks. We're getting hit for 11 damage. Oof. Why didn't they play that first? They would have had super duper lethal. And they still do. Wow. They play a land, they win. Yeah. That's really lucky for them. Not only is Elder Gargaroth stronger, but it can gain us life. It's not a lot of ramp, but we do have our Gargaroth. Triome in play. Coming and tap to the land. Let's just get it out of the way. They're an aggro deck, so we don't want to be paying life for it. I do want to stomp something, though. Let's take that draw engine. Skipping our ramp this turn, but it's worth taking it away from them. We have Ugin, so if we can get into Gargaroth and then survive just a bit from that, that's gonna be great. We're full up on forests. We need some islands and mountains now. Lovestruck Beast, can't attack. Primal Might could screw with us. Oh, nice. We're gonna have to Ugin the heck out of that. Don't you dare play a creature. Serpent for 1. They just want to draw it out. Good for them. The Serpent survive Ugin is the thing. We're sitting on a 5, we got a 6. It's impossible for them to play a 1/1 now, unless they pay 0. Man, I wish we had Terra right now. Can't believe we took it out. You better do us proud, Gargaroth. I think it might be worth sacking basically our Ugin just to deal with the henge. You know what I mean? Gross. That elemental's beefy. Right? Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's a 6/6, baby. Woohoo! Primal Might? Wow. Absolutely ridiculous. Can you guys believe this? And we don't have enough mana to drop Ugin. Because we went Gargaroth instead of Ramp. Which wouldn't have mattered anyways. Yikes. Alright, Temur Ramp. You know, the deck is just so overpowered if it works. It's great. It's a combo deck that works. It's disgusting. You know, absolutely sickening. But it can get shut down. We've seen it get shut down by piloting errors on, you know, the wrong reads on the meta. That's something that happens when you don't play the deck for a full month. We also seen the aggro decks just being able to beat us there, right? So there's a couple stipulations that you can lose. It's not, you know, you win every single game, but it does come down to Ugin's -5 adventure as far as I'm concerned. You know, you play this basically on your turn 5, your turn 6. They only have 5 drops, you -5, and just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you for your time and attention. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, support the channel financially if you can afford to do so on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and our new Amazon link. Just do your shopping through my Amazon link, and that is even a massive help. Thank you guys so much. Go have yourselves a magical day, and we'll see you again with another one of my Magic the Gathering Arena videos soon. Make sure to check the YouTube channel. We're live every single day with new videos, and also on Twitch. Peace!
Magic.